this keyboard is 2 grand. Like sometimes during sales it really drops to 2 grand, and during that time it just feels like, is it really a mechanical keyboard? Because there are a lot of products on Amazon that are listed as mechanical like. They're not actually mechanical keyboards, they feel like they're mechanical keyboards, and that's what the differentiating factor is. At that price point, there are not a lot of actual real mechanical keyboards, but this is. The Cosmic Byte GK-16 is a real non-mechanical feel, but a real mechanical keyboard with automotive red switches. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah.
Another surprise for me, the product has a great body. It has a good amount of heft to it. It's not too heavy, but also doesn't feel too light and plasticky like a lot of other keyboards you would expect, at least in this price point. The top is aluminium or some sort of metal, and the back is plastic, but I guess that's fine. The keycaps are good. They are translucent enough. They are not completely transparent. The RGB is not super bright, but in like dim to dark environments, it's gonna show perfectly fine, and you'll be completely happy with it. The branding is fine, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of big fonts and like bold branding like this on any sort of product, to be very honest. I'm more of a minimalistic kind of person when it comes to branding. But I'm not complaining, because I can't complain at this price range. But it's just something I'm going to mention. Another thing that I really like about this keyboard is the cable. It's not a detachable cable, but it is a braided cable. Again, this keyboard costs 2000 rupees sometimes, and it still has braided cable, which is really mind blowing. And not saying it's like a bad braided cable. I mean, I don't think there are like bad braided cables, but this one is not a bad braided cable. This is a good braided cable. You won't be disappointed at all. Moving forward, how does it sound? How does it feel? Now for me personally, someone who is relatively new to the mechanical keyboard scene, this sounds amazing. I personally went with the red switches instead of the blue ones, because I just feel like I like the way red ones sound. I've tried the blue ones, and I just like that clicky thing. Like, it kind of annoys me a little bit. I'm really sorry if I'm offending someone. Oh, that reminds me. Here's a sound test of the Cosmic Byte GK-16 with automotive red switches, so you get an idea for yourself. So yeah, they sound pretty good if you are into that sort of thing. If you're more into clicky sort of thing, go with the blue switches. That's also completely fine. Anyways, the switches are fine. They're great. They sound great. They are not too wobbly. They are not too weird feeling or sounding. Although, coming back to that point, the reason this review or this video took such a long time was because when I first got the product, after a few days the S key just stopped working. Like, I was literally in the middle of a Valorant comp match, and my teammates absolutely destroyed me. They were like, what the are you doing? And I couldn't explain to them that my fucking S key is not working. The S key wasn't working, so I didn't know what to do. I went to the Cosmic Bytes support page. They basically have a token system where you can just go and type in your complaint or whatever you have a problem with. They'll give you a token, and I told them the S key is not working, these are the problems I'm facing, this is the keyboard I purchased on such and such date. They gave me a set of instructions, pretty easy instructions. I guess they were sort of checklist. They wanted to ensure that there was nothing wrong with the hardware, or if it was software issue, or if the USB had some issue. They just wanted to check those things. It was pretty regular checklist. I did all those steps, and the problem was still there. So they were like, fine, you know what, just send the keyboard to us, we'll figure it out. And I sent the keyboard and I got it back and it's completely fixed and fine. Now it's been weeks and it works perfectly. So huge props to Cosmic Byte for actually fixing the problem in instantly almost, I'll say, and it didn't take much time or hassle to, you know, just do it. It was pretty simple. You go to the website, get a token, they'll try to fix it from home only, and if it's not possible, just send the product there, they'll fix it, they'll send you back or replace it or whatever there is, and yeah, you're done. So huge props to them for you know, making the customer experience so much better, I'd say. But yeah, other than the obnoxious over-the-top gamery font, I genuinely really like the design. It's pretty simple, it's pretty clean. The amazing, like just the variety of RGB options you get for such a cheap, and when I say cheap, I don't mean like product quality wise cheap, but the price wise. So you know what, for such an inexpensive product, the quality, the aesthetics, the build quality, everything is pretty good. If like I really have to like complain, I'll say the software is a little what's the word, irritating. It's very weird functioning software, like things like it shows you the whole color spectrum and gradient, but when it actually comes to choosing the RGB color, you can only choose one of the few given there. So it's completely there for the looks, and it looks very, you know, things like these feel very obnoxious and just makes the software user experience so weird for the user. Also little things like there's music playing when you open the app, and like when it closes, it just slides up. I personally don't like it. I mean, if you like it, then fine. I mean, what can I say? For if someone has a bad taste, it's not my fault. I'm just joking. I'm not. This was the Cosmic Byte GK-18, and these were my thoughts on this keyboard. If you like this video, then like the video. If you didn't like it, dislike the video. If you want to know more about the keyboard, something I missed, leave in the comments. I'll try to reply, answer, whatever. And yeah, to the 5 people watching this, thanks for watching. See you in the next one, hopefully. Bye. Okay, fine. The camera is too far for me to do that.